Good morning and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. I would like to recognize and acknowledge my ancestors that came before me, allowing me to be here today. I also acknowledge that London is located on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenai Pawak, and the Ottawandarin peoples. This week, like other weeks, we have a group of people that will be on the show from various walks of life. We have women of excellence. We have people talking about fundraising events, and we have someone talking to us about taxes. In fact, our first guest is a forensic accountant, and he's here to talk to us about what we need to keep in mind during this tax season. Hello, Ryan, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much for having me today.
No problem. So, Ryan, tell us a little bit about what you do, because it is tax season. So it's a busy time of year for you.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time. And we try and make sure that our clients feel that it's exciting as well and not daunting. So our business, Premier Business Consulting, we focus on everything for individuals, small, medium, and even large businesses as it pertains to their accounting, bookkeeping, financial, and tax needs. Specifically this time of year, tax season's obviously top of mind for everybody. So we have a very dedicated team to tax preparation, tax filing, and throughout the year, that team is also available for any tax analysis or questions such as RSPs that individuals may have throughout the year.
Awesome. So Ryan, what should people, when they're looking for a tax preparer, what should people be asking or considering when they're looking to get their taxes done?
Absolutely. There's always three things that I encourage everybody to choose. And ultimately, it comes down to, are you comfortable with this person? But the three areas I really encourage is this a seasonal worker? Are they just trained for a week and then they do taxes and then the rest of the year they're out there doing something else? You definitely want to make sure that they understand the tax code and they're embraced in it throughout the year. Are there any hidden fees? You see these signs everywhere with these great prices, and then they go in and you've already been sitting with them for a little while, and now you're starting to see charge after charge after charge. Just asking those questions, what the final bill might be, and if you feel comfortable with that. And finally, are there any sort of time limits that they can express to you or that you sort of have heard in the field? For example, when we do a tax return, we're not encouraging anybody on our staff to be done within 20 minutes, but that is a time marker that we see. So if they have a time limit, are they really spending a lot of time doing analysis? So consider those three things: seasonal workers, hidden fees, and if there's any time limits that may reduce the ability for you to get the kind of analysis that you deserve.
Right, because as we were talking before we started, you were saying that there's a number of credits that people just aren't aware of. And if they're not going to the proper tax preparer, then they might miss it.
Absolutely. And it's an unfortunate thing where sometimes we do see tax returns from previous years and there's some glaring opportunities to have received a little bit more in terms of deductions. So there's a number of things that we know very well. We know about RSPs. We know about providing our T4s. We know about providing any stocks and bonds that we sold. But there are some other things out there that are not as commonly known. For instance, in 2020, the government started the program where you can get $400 if you were working from home, up to $400 because of as a COVID relief program. This year, they've raised that to up to $500. So that's an exciting program that a lot of people aren't expressing to their tax preparer and not being asked in return. There's also a lot of childcare expenses, such as a nanny, or if you had your child in an overnight camp. Those are expenses that oftentimes people aren't really thinking about bringing in, but it actually helps with the cost of childcare. And the final, although there are many, but the final I'll comment on is the climate action incentive. So we all know that there are a lot of government fees and regulations that sort of raise the price of fuel. The government has a program out there where you can save or get back, as a tax deduction, up to $300 a year. This year, it's up to $300 unless you live outside of a metropolitan area. So if you're outside of London, for example, you can get more. You can get up to $350 for the year. So there are some great programs that you definitely want to be discussing with your tax preparer. Make sure they're asking you those questions. And if not, just come prepared with it.
Those are some great tips. Thank you so much, Ryan. So tell us again your business name and how we can find you.
Sure. Our business name is Premier Business Consulting. If you are an individual looking to get your taxes done, or small, medium business and you need some help with bookkeeping or just general consultation, give us a call. Our number is 519-601-2244, or you can reach us at info@premierbcg.ca, or finally our website, premierbcg.ca, has all the information you need about us and how to contact us.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate you being on the show and helping us out with our taxes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jennifer. Appreciate the opportunity to speak today.